Good morning. My name is the Reverend David Barnes, ONZN. This morning we'll talk about the scripture that was read about disciples as they was leaving the temple. What a disciple said to Christ, what a massive building, look at all these great big stones. And then later on, when they were sitting there on the banks, they said, Christ said to them, all these stones will be thrown apart, as big as they are. And the disciples said, and when will these things be? And as the readings said that what Christ said. Now before I start now, I've always been one for prophecy in the Bible, even as a child, and it's been always something really special to me. And I followed them all through. Now one day, years ago, as you know, I'm getting on, so I've seen a lot of things happen, and about wars and nation rising against each other. I remember the time when the Italians went into Ethiopia, or Abyssinia at that time, and quite some time afterwards, when I grew up, some of the missionaries that was there at that time, they came and stayed at my wife and my place. And so that was something special. I lived through that area. And the next one was the Spanish Civil War. And in Wales they had some what they called freedom fighters. They went to Spain to fight. Anyway, quite a few refugees came from Spain, and they lived not far from where I lived. And they all got together, all the children and whatnot, and they formed up a football team. Now, being a Welshman, the only footballer that I knew wasn't round, but theirs was round, and they set up a bit of an international team, and I got selected to play for the local one, or the Welsh one, and I had a medal or something for that, or such a long time ago. So that was something special to me. The Spanish Civil War. So what Christ said, all these things would happen. So I lived through that area, and now I'm going to talk to you for a minute about my own personal experience. A friend of mine, he was from a Welsh-speaking family, and all his brothers and sisters had grown up, and he was a young fellow, I suppose, that more or less grew up by himself. But his mother allowed him to come and play with me, because I used to go along to the Welsh chapel on a Wednesday with him, because I loved the music. I loved Welsh singing. And this particular evening we goes along, and it was really, really high singing and beautiful. Now I was brought up in a Pentecostal church, so I never knew any different at all of what's going to happen now. And just at the end, when it finished, I had this prophecy. I'm 12 years old. This was the prophecy. Sad times are coming to our village, and the people are not prepared for it. Sad times are coming to the churches, and they're not prepared for it. They've been like a lot of children all through the summer, making sandcastles. But now the winter's coming on with its storms, and all the sandcastles are washed away.